What is going on, guys? Wally back with another video, and in today's video we're talking about, of course, the Social Reef reveal. Now normally I don't do videos like this, but it's, I think, high time that I start diversifying my portfolio, stratifying my content a little bit. And granted, I won't be doing this very often. I still want to keep to the core of doing lore and stuff like that. But of course, this is important to me because I feel like a lot of people have asked for this in the past, sort of my take on a couple things. And I don't personally view my opinion as important, but some of you may. But I also want to get your opinion on this too, because that is more important to me, not me talking into a microphone about what I think is cool. I want to know what you guys think is cool. So in the description below, I will have a link to the past VOD from Twitch from Bungie. If you guys want to check out the whole thing, it goes for about an hour, and they've got Goliath in there, and he was asking some pretty good questions. So I got to give the guy credit. That was nice to see him kind of hardballing Beej and the crew over there a little bit. But what we saw were some pretty damn cool things. So, you know, we saw the standard assortment. We saw, of course, Petra, who is going to be the new Queen's Guard sort of story main element character, which is going to be pretty cool. It's sort of going to be story driven again, kind of like the Dark Below, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of how she plays a part into it. I know for the lore, I'm very excited. Probably going to do a theories video. Maybe I'll wait for one more reveal before I do it. Maybe wait till next week before I do it, because the next one's in about 10 days. But I may do it sooner than that. I think I have enough information now to kind of go off of stuff. So I'm pretty excited. And then they, of course, have this new House of Judgment Fallen character, which is interesting because they always talk about in the lore how the Fallen used to be this really noble race, this good race of individuals, and then they became pirates and vandals and horrible people, murderers and stuff like that. Now, of course, we kind of get to see that other side of it with this House of Judgment. So the guy's name, if I may be pronouncing this wrong, but Varix, or Varix, excuse me, Varix, my bad. That's his name. He looks cool. He's in this green sort of attire. He's got this chainmail on his face. I'll show you an image. You guys can check that out. And I think that that's very cool, sort of giving into that little bit more of the story side of it, because that's really what I care about more than anything is the story. I like the gear too, but I think it's very important that they're sort of delving into that a little bit more. They're sort of giving us more information on who these characters are. Why are the Fallen subsidiary to the Queen? Why did they rebel? What's going on there? So the fact that they're giving you an NPC that is like the Fallen sort of reminds me of how Halo 2 and Halo 3, the transition there, where in the end of Halo 2, the elites were sort of your allies, questionable, right? And then in the beginning of Halo 3, there was that tenuous alliance where you were both working against the Flood, and you guys ended up being friends, sort of, right? And I think that's cool. I think, in a way, the Fallen are sort of like the elite, in a way. They're not exactly like them, but they seem to share that sort of ability to be an alliance to the Guardians. I know a lot of people have dropped that in comments, and we see a lot of posts like that on Reddit. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to do just a video about this dude, man, because he looks like an old guy. He's seen a lot. He's got two mechanical arms. He's holding like his pistol in one hand. He's holding a staff in the other hand. So it's like Gandalf meeting a Fallen in the 30th century, whatever century Destiny's in. It's pretty dope. I'm excited, to say the least. I think you guys are excited too. Hopefully you guys are excited too. And then, of course, they talked a little bit about Prison of Elders. They didn't give away too much, but they talked about it a little bit. So it's gonna run akin to sort of like a weekly lockout. So it's gonna be like an upgraded version of a Nightfall. Of course, we'll see more, and this may need to be edited a little bit later, closer to the time when they reveal it. But I'm excited to see kind of what they do with that too, because it's gotten a lot of criticism, and I think that's fair to say. There's a lot of people that are unhappy about there not being a raid, and there's a lot of people that are okay with not being a raid. You know, me, I think as a content creator, I have to sort of walk the gray line and give you the best of both and sort of argue both sides, to be fair. I can't really pick a side because I don't really want to show bias. And, you know, to be honest, I'm a big proponent of content is good. Content is always a good thing, and content always comes in different forms. And I think that providing content this time around in a different form than we're, you know, standardized to or akin to, I think that's good. But I can see why people are not happy. So I understand. I'm not trying to be an apologist for Bungie, but I get the point. Then, of course, they showed off the Trials of Osiris Vendor and sort of how that worked. Now, I won't get too much into this, but essentially, there's some consumables that go in with Trials. We'll see more. I think it's coming up on the 29th. We'll see more on that. and Triple Wreck should be there. So if you guys are watching any of the streamers in the Destiny community, you know, Goliathan was there, and then I believe Triple Wreck is going to be in the next one. Really two good guys, so I recommend checking that out. I was stoked for, you know, this one that came out, and of course the one with Triple Wreck on PvP is going to be pretty interesting. Then they talked about the upgrade pass, and this is probably the most important thing to you guys, and I'll link the Planet Destiny article that sort of details it a little bit more, because the guys were taking notes. We were all in a Skype conversation kind of talking about it as the reveal was happening. And so basically what you can do is you can take any legendary gear and bring it up to the next level. Now this is just applying to just legendaries right now, so you can't like level up your blue gear or whatever, but you can take legendary gear and weapons from launch and bring them up. You can take the exotic weapons from launch and bring them up. So that includes the Vex Mythoclast that was shown off in the presentation. I believe Deej actually like upgraded the Mythoclast in front of everyone, and then he dismantled a Gallarhorn, and that undoubtedly is going to cause a lot of hatred. But I think it's cool that it's sort of the biggest complaint, or one of the larger complaints with aesthetics inside Destiny has been the fact that a lot of people are not able to show off their uniqueness. And I know that full and well, because if you guys have seen me play or anything like that, I will not wear raid gear most of the time. I won't. I'll wear, you know, mixed matches of like some old school legendary gear that I got at launch, and then, you know, there's some raid gear, and then there's some Trials of, or not, Iron Banner gear. Sorry, I wish I had Trials of Osiris gear, but you get what I'm saying. Now you have the ability to take your favorite looking gear and level it up to the max level, or I think it's the max level. I'm not 100% sure on this one. That wasn't really confirmed. I'm sort of confused. So if you guys want to correct me there, please go ahead and correct me. I think you're able to take it up to the max level. I think that's what they're going for. So the idea here is it's a unique version of transmog. Not exactly transmog, because you can't take any visual and apply any stat value to it, but you can sort of take any legendary visual that you like and apply the max rank to. So this applies to weapons too, especially the old school VOG weapons. And the way you do this is you find something called Etheric Light, or Etheric Light, I believe that's what it's called. Something like that. Yeah, it's called Etheric Light. Sorry, I'm looking through the article right now and some of my notes. So basically, you can get this from Prison of Elders, Trials of Osiris, the Nightfalls, and Iron Banner. So people who are not buying into the DLC, you are not going to get left out. You're still able to get up to 34 without having the DLC. But they did make a statement to say that it's going to be definitely harder, and it's going to take you a lot longer if you don't have the DLC. So it's something to kind of look out for. They're not, you know, obviously screwing you over if you don't have the DLC. And I like that. I think it's cool that everyone can get up there, even if, like, say they don't have the money or the time or whatever, they're not sure about the DLC, they don't want to play it, but they still like playing Destiny. There's plenty of different reasons, and I'm good with that. Personally, I think this is probably one of the best updates that the game and its players and its community is going to receive very well, minus the fact that there's no raid. I think that it's going to balance itself out. So next week, I'm pretty sure is going to be a Trials of Osiris reveal. Should be on the 29th. And I'll probably do another recap video of that if you guys want me to. If you don't want me to do videos like this and you're just like, Wally, stop doing this crap, you're not a YouTuber, stop trying to be one, let me know in the comments. Obviously, try to be nice about it. I am very sensitive to mean comments. But if you do want more videos like this, let me know. Like I said, to me, I don't care about the subs or the view count or the likes or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I just upload. I do this for fun. It's my hobby. I have a real job outside of this. And I don't want to say I don't care about subs, but I care about you guys, obviously. But I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, it's difficult to say. But you guys are awesome. Let me know if you want more videos like this. If you don't, hey, it's cool. Your guys' criticism is always well heard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you want anything else in the future. And always have a great day. You guys are great. I'm out. Peace.